Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man?
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Hey, box drop. Watch the safety creep. Go.
They'll set up a throw. It's the tight end, Kelce, for an Oakland touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Locke going to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A first carry for Josh Adams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, pushing through the contact. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's second down. Clock will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
218, chop. Hey, let go. Get it.
Again, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Penny running right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
Back to throw now on first down. It's Kelsey on the grab. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chandler. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
30 base.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
To throw again on second down. Locke, a little check down to Lindsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Locke now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Clock now to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
2nd and 4. going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and 4. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I'm coming after you.
Here we go on 4th down with Lock. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. He's going to fire one deep over them. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Looking to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Come on,
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Back to throw here. It's Kelsey on the grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And another negative play there as they stop him again. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, so they got their field goal, gets them back within a score. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here's Lindsey, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Lock going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
15 64, weak, alpha.
2nd and 3. He sets to fire deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Stafford on first down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, they're good.